Hello everyone, welcome to the audiovisual lesson. Hope you are in the pink of health. Now let's start. Standard 10, Unit 1, Prose Part, His First Flight by Lamvo Flatty. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. About the author, Lam O. Flattery, 1896-1984, is an Irish novelist and short story writer. He is a major figure of the Irish Renaissance. He was a founder member of the Communist Party of Ireland. Some of his best short stories were written in Irish. His autobiography, Shame the Devil, was published in the year 1934. His novel, The Informer, was made into a film. His First Flight and The Sniper are regarded as some of his best short stories. Collections of his short stories and letters were republished after his death. He is regarded as a strong voice for Irish nature and its culture. Introduction. His First Flight is a story of hesitation, trial and error, and ultimately succeeding the task. It is an interesting story of a hesitant and timid seagull learning the art of flying, while his two brothers and sister master the art of flying. His fear and hesitation prevent him from doing so. His diving at the fish due to hunger proves a blessing in disguise. After a shaky start, he spreads out of his wings and starts flying upwards and downwards. That is his first flight. Thus, the message is conveyed by Liam O'Flaherty that no one attains success instantly. Perseverance and continuous striving help one to succeed. Theme of the lesson. His First Flight is an interesting story of a young seagull who was afraid of flying. He did not have confidence. He was full of pessimism. Nothing is impossible. Fear is the impediment to success. Shed the fears and succeed in whatsoever you desire. Where there is a will, there is a way. Let's move to the summary. His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty is a true parable about overcoming fears in life. Every journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But that single step is the most difficult one to make. When we conquer the fear and venture forth, we will realize that we are born with wings. Here, a young seagull looked desperately at the vast expanse of water that stretched before him. His parents, brothers, and a little sister had flown away. They left him alone on the rock. There was no food and he was angry. He could not fly. Many times he had tried to run forward to the brink of the ledge and flap his wings, but he was afraid that his wings would not support him. His parents made countless efforts to make him fly, yet they could not persuade him to make an attempt to fly. He was starving and felt that he would die if he did not get any food. He saw his mother tearing a piece of fish with her beak. When he cried out to her, she just screamed back. Then he saw his mother approaching him with food and was very happy. But she stopped at a distance. He was very angry. So he dived at the fish. His mother flew upwards.
Little snowy seagull was sitting on the ledge of a rock. He could see brothers and sisters flying high up in the sky. They were enjoying themselves. His sisters were calling out to him. But little Snowy could not even think of venturing further. He saw his mother looking at him from the far end of the rock. He trotted towards her. When his mother saw him coming towards her, she spread her wings and flew off elegantly. She thought that little Snowy would imitate her and come after her. But little Snowy was afraid. He could not fly. Snowy sat on the rock, looking sadly at everybody catching fish and playing. Snowy was feeling very hungry. He looked around. There was nothing. He even tried eating the hard shell that lay beside him. He could hear his brothers calling him. They were circling above the sea, playing with each other. Little Snowy came to the edge of the rock, but no. He immediately took 2 steps back. He was sure he would fall and die. Snowy looked at his mother. She had a fish in her beak. Little Snowy was thrilled. He knew that his mother could not eat without him. He opened his beak for the fish. But wait a minute. What happened to her? As soon as she came near his rock, she turned in the opposite direction. Poor Snowy was speechless. What sort of a game was his mother playing on him? Why couldn't she drop the fish in his open mouth? He couldn't bear his hunger anymore.
Now little Snowy was even more determined to catch the fish somehow. He prepared himself by balancing on the precipice.
As soon as his mother came within reach, little Snowy plunged forward. He could neither catch the fish nor maintain his balance. He fell forward. He was terrified. He was falling and he was going to die. Suddenly he spread his wings and flapped them vigorously. What a wonder! Little Snowy could fly.
Moral: positivity, confidence, and persistence are key in life. So, never give up in life.